Yes, children. So finally, we understood that the Louis XVI has been agreed and accepted for the National Assembly and the Constitution of the Third Estate people which they were drafting. Okay. After that, see, on the night of 4th August 1789, the Assembly passed a decree abolishing the feudal system of the obligations and the taxes. So finally what happened? Yes, this estate system has been completely abolished. The feudal system. What do you mean by feudal system, children? You people have understood completely, right? Yes. So finally the feudal system has been abolished and the obligations, whatever the advantages which has been given to the first two estates has been taken back, and the taxes were abolished. Only to the third estate people it was, they were supposed to pay. That also has been abolished. That was a feudal system, right? The thirds and the tithes they were paying, that has been abolished. And members of the clergy too were forced to give up their privileges. That means whatever the privileges which has been given to these two estates has been taken back. Okay, that means the third estate people were paying the taxes to the clergy people. That has been abolished. And see, the tithes were abolished and the land owned by the church were confiscated. Finally, what happened? The tithes, the third estate people were paying the tax to the, yes, that is to the church, the clergy people. That was called as a tithes. That has been abolished, and even the land which has owned by the churches, this has been given to the government, confiscated. It has been taken by the government. See, as a result, the government acquired assets worth at least 2 billion livres. Just imagine, children. So the whatever the assets which has been given to the clergies and the nobles, that has been taken back by the government. So finally, due to that, as a result, finally at least the minimum 2 billion livres has been taken by the government. Just imagine how much the clergy people were enjoying. Okay, see, France becomes a constitutional monarchy. So finally what happened? Yes, the King Louis XVI agreed for adopting of accept the National Assembly, and he agreed to hold his power according to the Constitution. Okay, so finally, as a result, what they are telling, France becomes a constitutional monarchy. Again you are seeing that constitutional monarchy. What do you mean by that? The king has been agreed for the constitution, but only the single power, that is monarchy system only he was following. Okay, see here. The National Assembly completed the draft of the Constitution in 1791. Guys, you have to remember these things. When the abolition of monarchy and the feudal system has been happened, that you have to remember. And then the completion of the constitution, the drafting of the constitution in the year of 1791. Okay, finally the National Assembly completed the drafting of the complete constitution in the year of 1791. Okay, see, its main object was to limit the powers of the monarch. That means whatever the single power which has been given to the king, it has to be limit. That means the power should not be with a single hand, it has to be divided. Okay, see, these powers, instead of being concentrated in the hands of one person, were now separated and assigned to different institutions. What are those institutions? Even in our constitutions we can see that is legislature, executive and the judiciary. Okay, guys, you people understood, right? What was the main objective of the constitution? to limit the powers of monarch or monarchy. That means whatever the power, the single power, the entire power was given to the single hand, that is King Louis XVI. To avoid that, to minimize that, the main objective of the constitution was to minimize that. Okay, finally, instead of giving the power, the entire power to the single hand, they plan to give to as divide to or assign in a different institutions. What are those institutions? Legislature, executive, and the judiciary. Okay, yes children, we can see legislature, executive, and the judiciary. See here, this is very much important, guys. It's there in your textbook also. Go through in detail. Okay, this is the pattern of the constitutional monarchy they were following. Okay, see here, judiciary, executive, and the legislature. But how they have been framed this? Do you think the constitutions which have been framed, they have been given all the power to the people, all rights to the people? That we have to understand. Okay, see here, judiciary, the judge will be there. Executive, to execute the all the the work, it will be the king will be there. Under the king, the ministers will be there. Okay, and coming to the legislature, National Assembly, we have seen that. Okay, National Assembly will be there. Under that, the electors. So all this judiciary, executive, and the legislature will be elected by the people. Okay, how they were electing, children? See here, the active citizens and the passive citizens, they have divided the people into two categories. See guys, do you remember we have studied in civics, we have studied the first chapter, that is democracy in the contemporary world. There I have explained you people in detail about the democracy. Do you guys remember? Many people agreed for the democracy, but it was a partial democracy. That means the voting right will be given only to the few set of people, not to the entire category or entire population for all the citizens. The same thing here also. They have divided the people into two categories. One it is active citizens and the one more it is passive citizens. Who are the active citizens? See, entitled to vote about 4 millions of a population out of 28 million. Okay, then who are all the passive citizens? See, no voting rights has been given to those people, about 3 million men, and the remaining women and children and the youth below 25 years. Okay, see, let me just explain in detail of this picture. See here, the Constitution of 1791 vested the powers to make laws in the National Assembly, which was indirectly elected. That means not all the people were having a right to elect this National Assembly. Okay, indirectly elected. See, that is, citizens voted for a group of electors who in turn choose the assembly. All the people did not select the National Assembly. Only few people have been selected, are elected. The group of electors were elect again to choose the assembly. Okay, see, not all citizens, however, had the right to vote. As we have studied in the civics about democracy, all the citizens did not have the right to vote. Only few people had a right to vote. Let us see who are all those. See, only men above 25 years of age who paid taxes equal to at least 3 days of a laborer's wage were given the status of active citizens. That is, they were entitled to vote. Guys, understand what is the condition to be an active citizens? That means they have to be above 25 years, only men, not the women. Men above 25 years, and they should pay the tax at least minimum 3 days of their labor wage. Only then they will be considered as a active citizens. Remember, remaining people are passive citizens. Okay, guys, understood who are all the active citizens? Men above 25 years and who is paying the tax of minimum 3 days of the labor wages. Only those people are active citizens and they have got right to vote. The remaining men, that is the poor men who is not able to pay the taxes of minimum 3 days of their labor wages, and below 25 years men, and then all the women were considered as a passive citizens. Hope you guys understood, right? Difference between active and the passive citizens. Okay. See, to qualify as an elector and then as a member of the assembly, a man had to belong to the highest bracket of taxpayers. So here we are understanding only the rich people had got the right to vote. That means who and all are paying the highest tax, only those will be having a right to vote. Okay, hope you guys are understanding, right? To be a elector and to be a voting member. To be a elector, to stand for the election also, they have to be, highest taxpayers. Only they had the right for that. See, the constitution began with the declaration of the rights of man and citizen. So finally, they have given some rights to the people, to the citizens and the man. See, what are all the rights, children? See, rights such as the right to life, they have right to lead their life, freedom of speech. So finally, they have got the freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, equality before law were established as the natural and inalienable rights. That is, they belong to each human being by birth and could not be taken away. Okay, no privileges has been given by birth. They have given the rights to the people. Okay, you have to go through all these rights, children. Finally, today what are all the concepts you have learned, children? You people understood about the National Assembly. They have drafted, yes, the constitution. Finally, they have completed the constitution in the year of 1791. The Louis XVI agreed for the constitutional monarchy. Okay, and then what are the rights which has been given to the people and the constitution, how they were following, that we have understood. Okay, see here. What was the decree of the the National Assembly of 1789? What was the decree? Abolition of the feudal system and the taxes. Okay, obligations and the taxes. And then which section of the French society got political right by the constitution of 1791? Which section people got the political right? The active citizens. That you have to explain, children. Describe how the new political system of constitutional monarchy worked practice in the France. So how the constitutional monarchy was working, that you have to explain, children. Okay, and then explain the features of the Constitution of France drafted in 1791. Guys, it's almost like all the questions are almost similar, but you have to explain in detail. Okay, so you have to explain about the active and the passive citizens and what are the rights. Guys, you have to remember, you have to explain about the what are the rights which has been given to the men and the citizens. And one more thing, the symbols are there. After this, there are few symbols. Guys, that I'm not going to explain. You people have to go through the symbol, what it indicates, that you have to read, and tomorrow by next class, I want you all to post it. Okay, make a note of that and finally post it in the group. Okay, thank you all.